Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a little bit of a chatty video today. I feel like I've been doing a lot of vlogs, which I love sharing. One of the things that I wanted to do when I started this YouTube channel was just to share a little bit of my life, reading, and things that are happening. But it's been a minute since I've done a chatty video, so I figured I'd just pop in. So first, I want to share, I finished last night. Let me share it with you guys. And of course, it's not cooperating. So last night I finished Heart Smash by Brooke Lane. This actually releases today, which is June 11th. I absolutely loved it, guys. It was absolutely amazing. The banter, the chemistry, the connection. It is an romance, so I will say that, but it was absolutely amazing. I loved Sawyer and Beckett so much. Their chemistry, their connection, their, just their banter, everything was amazing. I love the way these two came together. A little bit about the blurb. It is an romance. Sawyer is just out of a 2-year relationship, or is recently out of a 2-year relationship. He took the breakup really hard, and it was kind of a bad breakup. What his ex did to him was really crappy. But anyways, he finds out that his ex is coming with someone to his mom's vow renewal, and he just spirals. So he decides that he is going to hire an escort to accompany him for the week so that he doesn't show up alone. However, the person that he meets is not the escort. None of this is a spoiler. It's all in the blurb. When Beckett sees Sawyer, something about Sawyer draws him to him. He decides to help him, but does not tell him the truth. So we can all see where it's going. But their story, I absolutely loved it. It was great. I was smiling. I enjoyed it. I wanted to keep picking up the book and keep reading. It was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved it. If you haven't checked out this author, go check her out. I love her. So this is actually the first book I've read by her, written only by her. I've been reading her for a while with books authored with Ella Frank, which are absolutely amazing. Ella Frank is also an author that I love, so definitely check them out individually, together. Absolutely amazing. I love Heart Smash. I'm really excited to go back and read book 1 and excited for the younger brother's book. And then up next for me, I'm going to start reading The Wrong Vintage by Maya Alden. This is an advanced reader copy. If you guys have been around on my TikTok, on my Instagram, I think I even have started talking to her about her here. I love her books. I'm on her art team. She writes Betrayal and Grovel, and I love angsty books. I love them, highly recommend them, will always recommend them. So I'm excited to start reading that one. And then recently I finished an ALC of Kiss Me Forever by Carrie Ann Ryan, also an author that I've been reading a long time. Absolutely loved it. It was emotional and touching. Small town, age gap, romance, a new single dad. He finds out that he has a daughter. None of this is a spoiler. It's all in the blurb. Absolutely loved it. I finished that one earlier in the week, and then I've been reading Till Summer Do Us Part. This is my daughter's and I's 2 books in a broad book club for May. I know it's June, but we agreed that we're going to finish this week, have our meeting, and then take the last 2 weeks of June and read June's book, which we don't know what it is yet. But I'm having fun with this one. It's just so funny. I mean, if you know Megan Quinn, she's over the top romantic, her characters. I'm really loving Wilder. He's the MMC. He's absolutely amazing. He's goofy. He's just being himself and being free and doing what he wants, and I absolutely love it. And the female, she's a little bit more I don't want to say uptight, but more reserved. And these two together have just been so much fun. So that's kind of what I've been reading. I feel like I'm finally getting out of my slump. If you've been following my videos, you know that I've been in a slump lately, but I actually feel like I'm starting to get out of it. I'm loving reading again. I'm having so much fun. I generally read a book and listen to a book, and I'm feeling like I'm actually doing that, which is really great. I'm so excited. And if you guys have not seen me in here before, so this is my office. I do most of my filming in front of my library, which you guys get to see, but this is my office, and I don't know if I've ever showed it to you guys. Let's see. So when you walk in, I have some stuff up there. I have my TV. I like to set the vibe. I have some shelves with knickknacks that I love. Then I'm a huge Friends person. So then I have my Friends stuff here. I love Diet Coke, so I have this here. And then I have my desk. This is my work setup. I figured I'd pop in and record a video real quick before I started my day today. And then that's my personal laptop. And then just where I have some of my things. Over here, I always have my Kindle ready. I am doing my sunshine light right now. And then over here, so one of my favorite quotes, I don't know if you guys can see it. Have I gone mad? I'm afraid so. You're entirely bunkers. But I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are. That's from Alice in Wonderland. And then I have that from Nevermore. I got both of these at, oh my God. I don't have a store. I'm going to have to put it up here. I don't remember what it is. And then I am a huge fan of Up. I always tell my husband that we're Carl and Ellie. So I have a lot of Up stuff, and I have more Up stuff up there. And then this lights up. My brother got it for me, so I put it in here. I lost my mom a few years ago, so I have some pictures of her. And I had a cousin who bought me that. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. I have a drawer with just mismatched stuff in here. But anyways, this is my office. I spend a lot of time here. I do work from home. I am an email marketing manager. I work for a media publishing company. So I send emails getting people to subscribe. That's my day job. But what I love to do is read, watch movies, spend time with my husband, with my kids. Tonight, my daughter and I are going to go see Disclosure Day. My husband said I do not want to see that. So she agreed to go see it with me. So we're going to go see that. But anyways, I wanted to pop in and just talk a little bit more about myself. I know I've done the intro. I did the intro video. I also did my top 10 reads. And just, just share a little bit more about myself. I've been reading since, again, I've shared this before, as far as I can remember. I remember I was a huge fan of scholastic books, going to the library. I've been reading forever. I love all kinds of books. I'm trying to get into reading a variety of books again. Romance is at the heart of what I read and will always be, but I'm trying to read a little bit more. I know this year I've done some memoirs. I've gone back to fiction, mystery. I'm trying to find new authors for me. I want to try a Frida McFadden book and an Alice Feeney book. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I definitely want to do that. I did read Karen Slaughter's first book in the Will Trent series, which my daughter and I absolutely enjoyed. It was one of our two broads and a book club. But I want to read one of her standalone books, so I'm trying to find which one to do. I love Stephen King. I have read him forever. His Dark Tower series are my favorite books ever. And I don't think that's ever going to change. I absolutely love her. Some other authors that I read outside of the romance genre include, I'm trying to think, Tammy Hogg, Sandra Brown is another one. Iris Johansson. I love to read Nora Roberts, but I feel like she kind of inadvertently falls into romance, though her books are more suspenseful. Her solo books that she now releases once a year are suspense. You could say romantic suspense, but they do fall under romance. But if you guys have any authors outside of that, let me know. I do have a couple books on my TBR of authors outside of that. As you might have guessed, I started Romantasy with Fourth Wing. I've been reading Rebecca Yarros for a long time. I read all her romance contemporary. So when Fourth Wing came out, I had to read it. And I loved it. I don't have any experience in Romantasy. So for me, that was a great first book. I love the series. I'm loving it. I can't wait for her to finish it. The story, the journey of these characters, I absolutely love them. I have since read, so I did read, I have to look it up. I don't remember the name of it. Let me see. I still have to read the second book in the series. I know. I'm usually really, really good at them. So I read A Fate Inked in Blood and absolutely loved it. It's the Saga of the Unfated. It is a 2-book series, but I still have to read book 2, which is A Curse Carved in Bone. It's on my list. I want to do the audiobook. I really enjoyed that one, but I need to read book 2. Again, I just haven't done it. And then the other one, let me see. This one, I read it, I liked it, but I'm not hearing good things on the second book. Hold on, I can never remember the names because, like I said, I'm just now getting into romantasy. A Queen Crowned. I can't remember the name of the author. A Queen Crowned. So Hazel McBride. So this is Bounded to the Beast. I read A Fate Forged in Fire, and I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, but I mean, honestly, it's probably a 3.5. Of all the books, I think obviously Fourth Wing would be 1. A Fate Inked in Blood would be 2, and then A Queen Crowned in Flames would be 3. Not a queen. A Fate Forged in Fire would be 3. And I do want to read A Queen Crowned in Flames, but I'm not hearing very good things about it, so we'll see. I have read other books. I don't know. Some people call them dystopian. Silver Elite. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to read the second book, but I'm waiting because we have to wait because it's a book that's on our list from my daughter and I's book club. And then the other one that I'm absolutely loving is Devney Perry's Shield of Sparrows series. So book 1 was Shield of Sparrows. Book 2 was Rights of the Starlings, and I absolutely loved it. But I'm really, really new to romantasy, so I'm still learning. I don't know if I'm ever going to read Sarah J. Maas. The list of those books is huge. It's scary. So I don't know if I'm ever going to read that. But I'm trying to read more. I want to add more to my repertoire and what I share with you guys. I had 2 booktubers, Sarah Caroli and book lover Lottie. But Lottie talk about I Who Have Never Known Men, and they both I think enjoyed them. I know Lottie absolutely loved it, so I did borrow that from the library. I did get the audiobooks. I'm hoping to start it soon, so I'll talk a little bit more about that. But just me, I'm an older booktuber. I'm in my 50s. Yes, I'm going to share that. Most of the booktubers that I follow are in their mid to late 20s. I do have a few in their 30s, and I have one in their 40s. And I just wanted to be, I wanted to share, that people of all ages read. People of all ages read. We all love to read. And I wanted to continue to share my love for books. I absolutely love talking books. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to try this YouTube channel and see how it works. So I don't see a lot of people who are older in BookTube. So I figured, you know what? Give it a try. I know I'm all over the place. And then I also want to share, I loved the cover that I had on here. I've shared it before. It's with the library cover with a picture, like an animated picture of me in the corner that had my name. But I miss having stickers in the back of my Kindle. So a booktuber, Peace Love Books, XO, Jess, talked about a company that she uses, Forever Booked. I'll link it, but they sell covers for Kindles and Kobos and different like e-readers and stuff. And so I looked it up, and look at this. This is so me. I love this the minute I saw it. But the reason I wanted it is because it has the clear back and I'm able to share. So I didn't go too crazy with the pictures here. This is a Mexican doll, which I absolutely love. And with all the drama lately, I had to add Hot Girls Read Books, because you know what? Hot Girls Read Books, and this belongs to everyone. And then I have in my Kindle era, A Heart with Books. And then I really like this, The Life of a Book Girl. Again, Diet Coke. And then I had to share something Fourth Wing. There's nowhere in existence you could go that I wouldn't find you, Violence. So I had that here. I also like My House, My Chair, My Woman, but I couldn't find the sticker. So I'm excited to have this back, but also cover my Kindle cover, because I know you hear people, like damage it or stuff, and I take this with me everywhere. So I'm glad to have found a cover with the clear, so I can do that. And then I did put an insert that matches the cover. It has ribbons and books, so it can fill in the empty spots, because the color soft, which is what I have, which by the way, I love. I absolutely love it. I waited a while to get it. So like all the issues, I don't have any of the issues, but it only came in black. So I love having the insert to put in there. And like I said, this goes everywhere with me. I am on TikTok. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook. You can find me with Booked with Liz. There are variations. I think some of them have an underscore at the end, but you can look for Booked with Liz. So follow me everywhere. On Goodreads, I think I'm Verna Thompson, but I have everything linked below. So follow me everywhere. Spend time with me. I hope you enjoy my videos. I know this one was all over the place, but I wanted to share a little bit about myself, share a little bit of what I do, what goes on in my life. Life is a little crazy right now. I have 3 adult kids. I have a son who is going to be 33. I believe he's going to be 33. I'm terrible with dates and ages. I have a daughter who's 30, and I have a daughter who's going to be 26 on Monday the 15th. I have a beautiful granddaughter who's special needs and is the light of our lives. I live in Arizona. I never thought I would live here because I love fall. I love the changing of the seasons. But let me tell you, at my age, I love living in Arizona. I love, it being nice here all around. Yes, it can be hell in the summer, but we've learned to live with it. We've been here for 5 years. I've lived in Illinois, where I'm from. I will always be a Chicagoland girl. That's my hometown. That's always going to be in me. I've also lived in Kentucky. I've lived in Colorado. And what my husband and I swear, this is it. We're in Arizona. We're staying here. All of my kids are here. So that's, a great benefit to me. Like I said, my day job is an email marketer. What I love to do is read, watch movies, spend time with my family. But anyways, I feel like this was all over the place, but I wanted to do a quick, chatty video, just sharing a little bit more about myself. If you guys have any questions, want to learn more about me, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to share. Up next will be another vlog from me, a June reset vlog. And I think I'm going to start this weekend, a quick weekend vlog. But until next time.